Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel Future Force. Today we embark on an in-depth journey into the story of a great maritime confrontation, the moment when superpowers collided at sea, the epic comparison between the mighty United States Navy and the rapidly advancing fleet of China. This is not just a story of warships, carriers, submarines, and missiles, but also of philosophies, strategies, and ambitions that shape the fate of nations and the control of oceans. When these two titans of the sea are measured side by side, every detail tells us something about the balance of power in our world and the uncertain future of global security. To understand this clash fully, we must look from the outside, move inside their steel giants, study their performance, evaluate their safety, identify what makes them unique, and weigh the immense costs behind their existence. From the exterior, the U.S. Navy presents itself as the world's ultimate maritime powerhouse. Dominating the oceans are the supercarriers, led by the Ford class and the Nimitz class, which rise from the sea like floating cities. Their sheer size is unmatched, with decks that stretch longer than 3 football fields, carrying fleets of jets that give them the ability to project power across the globe. Escorting them are the Arleigh-Burke class destroyers, sleek yet heavily armed, their missile launchers poised like sentinels ready to fire. Beneath the waves lurk the Virginia-class attack submarines, quiet predators built to dominate the deep. Every angle of their exterior design is crafted for survivability and power projection. Radar domes bristling on their superstructures, missile hatches hidden under armored decks, and hulls built with stealth coatings to reduce detection. The impression they give to any adversary is clear: this is not just a navy, but the most advanced and experienced maritime fighting force in the history of humanity. Yet China's exterior presence is nothing to dismiss. The People's Liberation Army Navy, or PLAN, has transformed dramatically in the past 20 years. Where once it sailed with older vessels, today its surface fleet is filled with modern, imposing warships. The Liaoning and Shandong aircraft carriers, with their vast flight decks, represent China's determination to become a true blue water navy. Their exteriors are unmistakably designed to maximize aircraft operations, with ski-jump launch ramps enabling their fighters to soar into the sky. The mighty Type 055 destroyers, sometimes described as cruisers, present sharp, angular profiles that reduce radar visibility, with vertical launch systems hidden beneath their decks capable of unleashing volleys of missiles. Type 052D destroyers and frigates sail in vast numbers, while newer nuclear-powered submarines glide silently under the seas. Taken together, the exterior impression of China's fleet is one of sheer numerical dominance. While perhaps less refined than America's ships, the PLAN's navy grows larger every year, and when viewed side by side in contested waters, the balance of numbers alone is enough to shift global calculations. Stepping inside reveals an even more fascinating picture. The interior of a U.S. Navy warship is a microcosm of precision, efficiency, and decades of combat-tested design. Within the carriers, hangar bays stretch wide to accommodate dozens of aircraft, maintenance crews working tirelessly under the glow of fluorescent lights. Elevators the size of tennis courts lift fighter jets from the hangar to the flight deck in seconds. Below deck, crew quarters, cafeterias, and medical bays house thousands of sailors, making the carrier not just a war machine but a floating city capable of sustaining operations for months. In the heart of the ship, the Combat Information Center is the nerve hub, glowing with radar displays, tactical maps, and digital systems linked by the Aegis combat system. Officers and operators monitor threats hundreds of miles away, coordinating aircraft, ships, and missiles into a unified strike network. Submarines reveal even tighter, more compact interiors, where every inch is optimized. Sailors live in narrow bunks, corridors barely wide enough for 2 men to pass, but within these confines lies some of the most advanced sonar and weapons technology ever created, enabling submarines to detect enemies silently and deliver devastating torpedo or missile strikes. The interiors of these ships tell a story of unmatched experience, where design meets decades of lessons learned from real combat. China's interiors reflect ambition and rapid modernization. On board the Shandong, hangar decks are built to sustain regular fighter jet operations, with facilities for storage, repair, and weapons loading. The interior is less spacious compared to American carriers, but its design demonstrates how far the PLAN has come in a short time. Combat information centers aboard modern destroyers reveal digitalized battle management systems, with screens, consoles, and radar feeds inspired by Western designs but adapted for Chinese technology. Submarine interiors are becoming more modern with every new generation, incorporating improved acoustic insulation, sonar suites, and weapon storage systems. Crew spaces are tighter and more Spartan than their American counterparts, but the interiors demonstrate a nation eager to bridge the gap. The contrast between American and Chinese interiors tells the story of experience versus aspiration. America's warships reveal the lessons of a century as the world's dominant navy, while China's reveal the speed of learning and the will to compete at every level. Performance is the beating heart of this rivalry. The U.S. Navy's performance is defined by global reach and combat effectiveness. A single carrier strike group, with its 70-plus aircraft, can dominate the skies, launch precision strikes, and defend itself against incoming threats from sea or air. The F/A-18 Super Hornets and F-35 stealth fighters launched from carriers extend America's striking power hundreds of miles in every direction. Tomahawk cruise missiles fired from destroyers strike targets with pinpoint accuracy from over 1,000 miles away. Virginia-class submarines are capable of slipping undetected into contested waters, gathering intelligence or launching missiles before vanishing again into the depths. The U.S. Navy's true performance edge lies in its ability to seamlessly integrate these forces with satellites, drones, and allied navies, giving it not just raw firepower but coordinated superiority. China's performance profile is different but no less impressive. The Type 055 destroyers can fire massive salvos of anti-ship, surface-to-air, and land attack missiles. Their size allows them to carry more weapons than many Western destroyers. China's strategy emphasizes overwhelming missile attacks, where dozens or even hundreds of missiles are launched simultaneously to saturate American defenses. This doctrine is supported by China's development of anti-ship ballistic missiles like the DF-21D and DF-26, sometimes called carrier killers, designed to strike U.S. carriers at long range. Submarines, though less advanced in stealth compared to the U.S., provide the plan with powerful torpedoes and land attack cruise missiles. Fighter aircraft like the J-15, though less capable than American F-35s, provide aerial defense for carriers and strike capability. China's performance is optimized for regional dominance, focusing on the South China Sea, Taiwan Strait, and Western Pacific. While the U.S. Navy excels in global operations, China's fleet is fine-tuned to deny American forces access near Asia. Safety features cannot be ignored. The U.S. Navy designs every vessel with multiple redundant systems. Carriers are equipped with layers of defenses, long-range interceptors, medium-range missiles, electronic warfare suites, and the close-in weapons system with its rapid-firing Gatling guns ready to shred incoming missiles. Ships are compartmentalized so that flooding or fire in one section can be contained, preventing total loss. Training is as vital as hardware. U.S. sailors drill constantly in damage control, ensuring that even under missile attack, the crew can respond quickly to save the ship. Submarines are designed with escape pods, emergency ballast systems, and reinforced hulls capable of withstanding immense underwater pressure. China's warships have followed this philosophy, adding advanced radar receivers, electronic countermeasures, and decoy launchers to mislead incoming missiles. Newer destroyers incorporate modular compartments and improved fire suppression systems. Anti-missile interceptors such as HQ-9 provide fleet protection. However, because China's Navy lacks the same decades of combat experience, its crews remain untested under live fire conditions. The U.S. retains a decisive edge in training and crisis response, where safety is not just equipment but a culture. Unique selling points highlight what sets each fleet apart. The U.S. Navy's defining feature is its unmatched global presence. No other nation can deploy 11 carriers, hundreds of warships, and dozens of submarines to any corner of the world within days. Its alliances with NATO, Japan, South Korea, and others mean its power multiplies when combined with partners. Its technology, from stealth fighters to integrated battle networks, remains at the cutting edge. For America, the unique selling point is clear: it is the only true global navy, able to fight anywhere, anytime. China's unique selling point is scale and speed. The plan has already become the world's largest navy by ship count. It has focused on mass production, churning out destroyers, frigates, and submarines at a pace unmatched by any nation. Its anti-access strategy gives it tools specifically designed to exploit U.S. vulnerabilities near Asia. Hypersonic missile programs, massive shipbuilding capacity, and regional proximity provide China with a powerful asymmetric advantage. Its unique selling point is its ability to deny access, to make the seas near its shores too dangerous for American carriers to operate freely. The price of these fleets reveals the heavy burden of superpower status. America's naval dominance is expensive, with each Ford-class carrier costing over $13 billion, destroyers exceeding $2 billion, and submarines nearly the same. Maintenance, training, and global deployment require a defense budget of over $800 billion annually. This immense cost reflects America's commitment to worldwide security and deterrence. China's costs are lower but no less significant. Its carriers are built at a fraction of the cost, its destroyers produced faster and cheaper, and its shipyards operate continuously to expand the fleet. The financial strain is less than America's but still immense, reflecting China's determination to rise as a superpower. Price reveals the contrast. America pays for unmatched quality, while China pays for overwhelming quantity. In conclusion, when the U.S. Navy and China's fleet are placed side by side, the clash is not merely one of steel and firepower but of philosophies, ambitions, and strategies that define the future of the oceans. America's Navy is global, experienced, and technologically advanced, its carriers floating symbols of unmatched reach. China's Navy is ambitious, rapidly expanding, and regionally optimized, its missile doctrines reshaping how wars at sea might be fought. From the exteriors that dominate horizons to the interiors that pulse with technology, from performance measured in global power projection to safety drilled into every crew member, from unique selling points that reveal national strategies to the staggering price tags that sustain them, this rivalry tells us the story of our century. The ultimate outcome remains uncertain. If war were ever to erupt, it would reshape the world. If peace endures, the oceans will continue to echo with the presence of these two titanic fleets. One thing is clear, when superpowers collide, the stakes are nothing less than the balance of global power and the destiny of the seas.